welcome to another edition of the Heartsong Oracle with Mary Wade. Today is July 4th, 2023. Happy Independence Day to my fellow Americans. Today is Tuesday. Hopes you guys all have your fireworks set up and hot dogs and hamburgers ready to grill. I'll be honest, I am not even sure what we're doing today. We have made no formal plans as of yet, so we will see what happens. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and get into the significant astrological aspects for the day. First, we will be starting our morning with the moon in Capricorn sextile Neptune in Pisces. Now, a sextile is a positive aspect, and it usually means that there is an opportunity, but you have to be present and grounded in the body to see the opportunity whenever it arises. Now, this is going to be in the early morning hours, so you could find yourself getting some intuitive inspirations for creative projects. I would say to create something in the material. So like, if you get an intuitive insight, do something grounded, do some drawing, do some writing, do some, make some music. If you like to write music, do that. Do something to help ground in those inspirations so that you can really get the full magnitude of the opportunity that arises. Now, about midday, the moon, which is still in Capricorn, will be conjunct Pluto in Capricorn. It'll be in the very final degree, and this means with Pluto in play, your emotional nature is going to be amplified. It's going to feel very explosive as well. So there could be possible outbursts of emotion. It could be difficult times for relationships as well. You may find that you want to self-soothe with material things. And this could mean, overeating even. You could find yourself soothing with, just think of any kind of carnal pleasure that you really enjoy that perhaps, is easy to go into excess with. I would say that it's very possible you can find yourself self-soothing that way. And then later on in the day, not too long after the moon is conjunct Pluto, the moon will be moving into Aquarius, where all of a sudden the mood will lighten up. That fun, creative, rebellious energy will come in, and it'll be time to have some fun with friends and the rest of your network. So that is those are the aspects for the day. I would say that it should make for an interesting day. It feels like the day is perhaps going to be starting off a little bit more somber with, moon being in Capricorn. We're coming off this full moon. So of course the energies from this full moon and however they've been affecting you will be amplified in the first part of the day as it closes out. And we have, interesting. So today I'm actually going to be drawing tarot for you guys. And I'm going to kind of consider her a jumper here. I do read tarot, although typically I am happier with what I get from oracle cards just because it's a little more open-ended. It allows me to have a little more free range in my visioning as I'm looking at these. So we're starting off our reading with the High Priestess, which is really beautiful coming off of this full moon in Capricorn. I feel like that's definitely the influence here. The High Priestess is very intuitive. She is very in tune with her emotional nature. If something just doesn't feel right, she acts on that. She takes charge of her life. She manifests her reality. And right here it shows her under the full moon with her black cat familiar casting a spell in the cauldron. This is very much, you know, setting intentions, celebrating the manifestations that have come to fruition. And it is a time, if you are magically inclined, to do some spell work. I see here, you know, she has the black cat with her, and, you know, a lot of times in tarot that can mean that, you know, she doesn't care what anybody thinks. She is perfectly fine having a black cat, not fitting in. She is proudly displaying her art, which is basically how her soul chooses to express itself under the full moonlight. So to me, that's a really beautiful card, and it was very obvious that she was coming out here. So I'm going to see if we have anything else. So, you know, in relation to the planetary aspects, I would say use these energies to master your emotions. The moon conjunct Pluto could be some really heavy hitter energy. Make sure you're the master of the emotions, and that the emotions are not, you know, the waves are not crashing over you. You're surfing the waves. Okay, and then the Six of Wands. To me, this is definitely representative of the moon moving into Aquarius later. This is about having fun, celebrating. You know, if you've done the work here that this is calling you to do, to be the mistress of your emotions, if you will, and to set intentions for building in the future. You know, Capricorn likes to build stability. It likes to build a legacy as well. So this full moon could have shown to you some things that maybe you need to work on to secure your legacy. Or maybe it was reflected to you just how far you've come this year, you know, in doing that, in moving forward on your life's path, on your life's mission. Have you been taking care of the things that have been coming up for you? Have you been pushing them to the side? I feel like that should be reflective to you the last day or so. So in that case, this card reads as, are you in a celebratory mood whenever the moon shifts into Aquarius, because you've done the work and you get to enjoy that time now. You get to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Or is it more, you know, I kind of almost see this as kind of tooting your own horn without putting in the work too. I don't know what that aspect of that is, but I feel that energy in this card as well. I feel like for most of us, it's going to be on this positive aspect, you know, where you are being celebrated by your clan, by your people. You will have, you know, I see the bird above him, and I just feel like it's almost like you're heralded before you show up. Because you've done this magic, because you've done this work under the full moon, you have done the shadow work, you've done everything that's needed to connect to your intuition so that you know that you are right square on your north, you know, your north node path. And to me, even if you don't have that approval from the outside, giving yourself that approval from the inside is incredibly powerful. And it really boosts your courage to move forward on your path, even if it may not look quite the way you want it to on the 3D yet. I do see here, though, that, you know, you need to be secure in your boundaries as you're moving through this, you know, this parade here. You need to be secure in your boundaries. You need to be sure of what you're doing, what you're offering, and who you are. Because these observers, as much as they're celebrating your coming up, moving, whatever this is for you in your progress, there could be some critical eyes on it as well. So just be aware of that. And you know what? Let them say what they want to say. Don't let that shit affect you. Alright, so we're gonna get one closing card here from the Higher Self Oracle to finish out this reading today. It's been a pleasure to read for you. Okay, and our last card is pause. Remember what I said here about your boundaries being firm? To me, whenever I see this card, every time I see this card, it is pause. Make sure that you are in your power, which means if you need to take time for yourself to rest, to get in seclusion so you can get into that quiet space of, you know, feeling the earth's resonance come up in through your core so that you can clear your energy, so you can bring that golden energy up and out and protect yourself. You know, to me, that's what this hand is representing. It's like the boundary of her auric power here. Know thyself. That feels really powerful here. In this whole trio of cards, take time to pause, know yourself before moving forward and receiving what you've worked for so long and so hard. This could be you coming out in authenticity, where you've been in a long pause with that, healing, doing the shadow work, creating the magic, transmuting the old energy, releasing things that no longer serve you, gaining inspiration from above, from your I keep wanting to say roots, but that's down below, your branches. Getting information from your branches, from your star brethren, and anchoring that in. To me, this is a really, you know, this is almost a cyclical reading. I could see it creating a balance between these three spaces. Pause, set intention and manifest, receive in abundance, gratitude in your pausing and prayer, refortifying your boundaries, staying in your power, coming back to manifest. You see? This is the cycle that's happening right now. This is a cycle that you can step into and create incredibly rapid change for yourself. Whew. All right, y'all. What a cool reading today. I'm going to go ahead and cut it off there. I have a feeling we could get into this reading a little bit more in depth, but I'm already at about 14 minutes. So like I said, we're going to close that out for now. Wow. What a fun reading. Alrighty guys, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe if this helped you. If you would like to donate to this channel to keep it up and running and constantly improving, you can check out the link tree in the description box below. It will take you to my website where you can book a private reading with me. That reading will come to you via video, where you will have a 30-minute or 60-minute reading from me available. So please be sure to check out those links. Alrighty, guys, I hope you all have a wonderful Independence Day, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Blessed be.